Ladies and gentlemen, this is Erica on the other side. So she's trying to be quiet uh, because her husband is asleep. So she wants to keep him asleep. She's not doing this interview despite his approval, but just because he's sleeping now, it doesn't mean that we're doing this in secret. Uh, no secret. Uh, Erica's husband is a actor coach and uh, help her with her acting career and modeling career, correct?
Yeah.
Can you tell the audience a little bit about your music, acting, fashion, like all your source of income and inspiration and care arts that you do?
Okay, well, for modeling, I first started out like behind the camera. I was a photographer for a long time, and then
That
I
helps.
actually, yeah, and then I had a lot of people telling me that I should be in front of it. So I ended up taking that up, and I actually graduated from modeling and acting school about 5 years ago.
Do you think it
Um,
helped you? Can you teach
no, I
yourself?
think,
Do you
um,
think you can teach modeling school now by yourself?
um, probably. I wouldn't see why not. I mean, I think, um, doing things on my own helped. You know what I mean? Like I started connecting with a lot of
Mhm.
photographers and I had photographers reach out to me and that's how things got set like started out for me. Um and then I just joined up with an agency recently who wanted to start getting me on QVC and stuff like that.
So you guys, I see that you have background there, and you have all kind of tools. So you can basically produce your own content from the your home. So
Mhm.
you can be in front and behind the camera, so you understand how to pitch and how to look good in front, and how to get a proper content from behind. So
Mhm.
you can be full service agency on your own. Plus, you have quite a bit of help from your husband.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I joined up with actually I was part of a global competition too. It's called Miss Jet Set. It's like a global competition with like a lot of other girls, like 900 other girls, and I was a quarterfinalist in that. Um, so that's
What does it
basically
do?
as
Is that a cause or it's a business? Like, how does it work?
it was like it was a global competition. It was like to win the cover of their magazine and stuff like that. So I was a
Mhm.
quarterfinalist in that.
Okay.
I do a lot of runway shows. So I'm
We do a
usually
lot of runway shows here in the parks now. We in the woods on the beach. Do you guys do the same? Because New York, we don't have like all the arenas are closed, so we take models like in the woods. We take models in the like open space, and like the lens that I used in before to film. Uh, Eagles and birds from the distance. Now it's my wedding lens. That's my fashion lens now. So because I have to be 100, 300 feet away from each model. So
hmm
do you guys do kind of nature fashion shows?
not really. Like we just do like runway shows and like I've done it in two malls already. I did it in um a clothing store. But
Now
right
during
now,
the,
but
the
no, not right now. Right now, I don't have anything going on because nobody's doing like runway shows around here anymore.
that's what I'm saying.
So,
We're talking about now on the quarantine time when we're trying to look for the space that's far away from people. When everybody have a car, we take safety measures so we don't, if anyone has a coronavirus, so others not gonna be sick because of that person. And we try to keep the distance, and we still try to kind of do something that lifts the spirit because fashion is really important. People
yeah.
stay home, they go crazy. Suicide rate and like depression, all those things are also bad. So you need to keep your spirits up, and it's fashion really helps to do things. I seen quite a few models that I know who that who do the kind of a lot of shopping now. Their full apartment is full of shopping. That's how they entertain themselves.
Yeah, I mean, before this whole coronavirus took off, I was on ABC like twice a month modeling clothing too.
Hmm.
So that was also a great opportunity for me. Um,
Can you ship to them your videos? Because like what we're doing now on Skype and Zoom, those videos takes very little space. They are not as high quality, but they are very kind of compressed files, and it's easy to send them by WeTransfer or Google Drive. So that's not a big deal. And plus, you probably know how to do edit and rendering stuff on your own,
mhm.
so you would be able to process it as well. So it's like one stop place.
Yeah. Um,
Have you tried to do QVC from home?
no, no, I didn't. They didn't reach out to me about doing anything on home because I had a lot of people reach out to me saying that hopefully the virus passes soon so that I could get back to work with these people and stuff. But I guess everybody just has like around here, everybody has everything on hold right now. So,
We don't wait. We think that if you don't post the content, you become obsolete. So the way I look at this, even if it's less money, I'd rather do something than do nothing. The way I look at this, if it's a sport team, like our governor, let's say in New York, I would say, if you can do less revenue without selling seats in like a fashion show and the audience, but you can live off the televised revenue from Hulu, from Netflix, from whatever the streaming platforms that we have. It's still something. It's better than sit at home and be forgotten.
yeah, we'll see. Like with the singing, me and my husband, we are in the process of setting up our studio because
Hmm.
um it's kind of been on hold for a while. Just because before all this happened, we were just so busy with our full-time jobs and stuff. But we both are going to be going live on social media and start singing again. And
Awesome. Like which social media do you use? Are you Instagram guys or?
yeah, we use Instagram and Facebook.
Mhm.
Um, so we are going to go live on that. He's a songwriter, a musician. I'm a songwriter, a singer. Um, and
I've seen
our
quite a
full,
few friends of mine who do classes on songwriting and singing over the Zoom and Skype. I think this is like a lot of people need those classes. You probably can maybe start one or two, like to show your skill, and then you will get like regular students who will tune in and listen. So if I'm pretty sure if this is where your heart lies, I can point to you to a couple of quite successful classes. Like
okay.
people, like
Yeah, because
kids, it's tough to entertain them.
yeah, because we do a lot. I mean, we've done a lot of charity work. I mean, I'm part of his band, you know what I mean? We're actually, our full-time job on the weekends were being entertainers. So we drew most of the crowd in on the weekends, but um, with this
You
whole
can still
quarantine,
you can still do this. The band sit together, like you and I, just you add whatever, like all your members. You ask your husband probably to moderate stuff, so if someone will write bad comments, so he can delete and remove those crazy folks who will sometimes might join. But the band can perform, so you can have regular performance hours. I can show you, like I have a couple of friends who consistently perform and for charities and people throw money their way, and it's a very noble way of you can record your things, and you can still stay connected with the audience, so they still need you.
yeah. Well, I mean, I was a dancer too for like 13 years. I went to
What kind of
dance
dancing?
hip hop, jazz, tap, lyrical, contemporary, modern. Um, and then I was a choreographer for two. Um,
That's another avenue that you can teach dancing. Like I'm pretty sure if you have enough space and enough decent camera, like you can have a lav mic on you, and you can teach dancing. People need to do something with their time. They should not forget how to wear heels. Like my wife and daughter sometimes, practice that stuff at home.
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so I mean, between dancing, singing, and modeling and stuff, there's many things that we do. So, We're
Sounds
always
like you
busy,
guys are
so
real deal, and
mhm.
like maybe once we stop recording this for the audience, and you'll have maybe more schedule, we can update on the notes and description of this video, like your performances, so folks can see, what's your channel. So
Mhm.
it's a good time now to do maybe a plug-in for your channel, for your social media.
Yeah,
What is it?
that's what we were trying to do.
What is your Instagram?
It's Erica Ashley 7.
Mhm. And social Facebook, same.
Yeah, well, Erica Ashley Taylor is my Facebook.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah. So, yeah, we were trying to by the end of this week to kind of get a video up, you know what I mean, start going live, singing and stuff. And we're just kind of moving a bunch of stuff around because we moved recently, not too recently, but we are just trying to organize the room and get it set up to where we can do most of our music and our photography stuff, our modeling stuff, you know? So,
I think for the music you need to cover your walls so you have no sound bouncing, and a couple of mics. I'm pretty sure you have a proper setup. And for the maybe for the dancing you need much more open space. So it's like those things kind of come together, but they have different needs. So I'm pretty sure you will balance between those. What's the more important or not?
well,
So.
we have our walls already like where they can't hear outside, so
Mhm.
that's all pretty much set up. Um, it's
And I
just
see
kind of
umbrellas, like dish lights, and I see a whole bunch of equipment behind you,
yeah.
so that's pretty good.
Yeah, so we have
Okay.
some things covered up. I mean, we have our keyboard, the keyboards are covered up. Everything's kind of covered up down here. Just to protect it, you know what I mean? So if we're not using it, we just kind of keep
Hmm.
it all covered up. So,
Makes sense.
but we have amps, we
So,
have everything. So my husband, he has um, 3 CDs out. I'm on the third CD with him that I
wow.
wrote with him. Um, so he's pretty busy too. He's an author. He has a lot of children's books out. Um, so
What been successful for me in the fashion world, I would take when I would do a fashion show, I would take maybe 10 designers who are brand new and like new to the industry, and they will pay. And I would take one or two who have big names, and audience will come. So when I put it together as one show, people will come for the big names, but they will also watch the smaller ones. You can do pretty much the same with your performances. You can bring maybe people who have not started music career, who don't know how to sing or dance or like perform, and you can perform together with them. You already have a name recognition, you already have a certain level, so you can bring them up, and that way kind of your audience, your following will kind of a little bit rub on them, and that's produce value for them to pay you. So you look that way, uh, you can be paid, and they can pay. So as together you have a show, but it will have enough budget for the like to promote it, produce it. So maybe that's kind of story might work for you as well.
yeah, yep.
Okay, so
So
I think we it's already like 14 minutes. So I think for the first interview, I think that's a decent time for the folks to make their mind if they want to look more. Let's give them like once we hang up, like maybe a couple of links and to production and songs and the shoot that you guys produced. And folks, you can decide if you want us to tune in next time. Maybe we will cover some other topics.
mm.
Okay.
Well, it was nice
Thank you.
talking to you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Okay, let me stop recording.